Aloha, and welcome to Manoa Valley Theater. I'm Executive Director Kip Wilborn, and we are so excited to have you back in our house. Now, a lot has changed since you were here last, so I thought I'd take a few moments to show you what to expect when you arrive at the theater for a performance. Now, because we're committed to making sure that MVT is as safe and healthy a venue as possible, we do require that everyone wear a face covering over their nose and mouth whenever they enter the theater grounds. MVT recently earned the Healthy Verify certification. Now, what does that mean to you? It means that we're exceeding the guidelines from the CDC and Hawaii State Department of Health. We want you to have peace of mind when you come back to visit us, and we've been hard at work cleaning and reorganizing for you. As you approach the box office, you'll see markers on the ground spaced 6 feet apart. Please use these as a guide while waiting to check in to ensure proper social distancing. And when it's your turn to check in, step up to the marker in front of the table. Give our box office staff the name under which your reservation was made, and they will match the name to our reservation list. Next, a staff member will do a contactless temperature check and ask for a few short questions related to COVID-19. You can access our new digital playbill by scanning the QR code posted at the theater or via the link on our website. After checking in, line up in front of our main doors. For the time being, and with your health and safety in mind, we will not sell drinks and snacks, and outside food and beverages are not allowed on the theater grounds. Before each performance and between performances on 2 show days, the theater, public areas, restrooms, backstage, and dressing rooms will be cleaned and disinfected. The house will open 30 minutes prior to the show. Now, we all love to greet our friends and family who are on stage, but we ask that you not congregate at the stage door. Give your congratulations and lei after you've left the theater grounds. Once inside, an usher will be happy to direct you to your seat. Your seat will be labeled with your reservation name. Hand sanitizer will be available in multiple locations throughout the theater. With socially distanced seating and ample separation between you and the actors on stage, we're doing our part to provide for you the safest and most comfortable performance experience possible. At the end of the performance, please remain in your seats. Our house staff will dismiss you by sections. Thanks to generous donations, we were able to replace our air conditioning system this year, helping to provide clean air in the theater. Additionally, during the performance, the main doors will be kept open to increase airflow. For over 50 years, we've had the privilege of bringing high-quality live theater and concerts to Hawaii's audiences. And from all of us here at Manoa Valley Theater, we would like to thank you for your loyalty and continued support. And without further ado, it's showtime!
And good afternoon. It's Devin. I'm here from Manoa Valley Theater Live, and we're actually live
in the theater.
in the theater. Oh my gosh. Which is why Janine is sitting here already, good to go. Hello, Miss Janine.
Hi, Devin. How are you?
We're doing 6 feet even if we don't have to, because
we're all
yeah.
vaccinated
So just before
here.
we start, yeah, everyone who's in the show right now, including Andrew, who's trying to desperately work all of the electronics to make everything work smoothly. Everyone is vaccinated. We're all good. Okay, so don't worry about that part. We have got something cool for
Kaimuki High School, Manoa Valley Theater. Tonight, tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night, that's Saturday matinee, Saturday evening, and then a Sunday matinee, which is our closing performance. So you want to get online and get those tickets right away before they sell out. There are still some good tickets available. I think Sunday and tonight are getting pretty full. Okay. So go check it out to the website or call the box office. But it's after hours, so check out on the website or just walk up.
Yeah. And actually,
just
don't we have a? Isn't there
we've got a flash deal going on. If you show up with your vaccine card showing you've been vaccinated, you can get $10 off your general price admission ticket.
Okay.
And
and it went out, so now we don't need these.
Okay, so now we're putting our mics down because they're not going through the system. Cool.
Yeah.
So it's been an interesting day.
Isn't
in
technology
doing
great?
Valley Theater live. But this is how you know it's live and we're ready to go. All right, so
Yeah.
bring your vaccination card. If you show that, you get $10 off your
Yeah.
ticket, right?
So Spelling Bee is awesome. We're running one more weekend. And then next week on Thursday, July 1st, we open Daddy Longlegs here on this stage with you in these seats.
And
in
the two
person.
actors you're gonna meet in a second. So.
Yeah, and we have, if you've been paying attention to what the show is about today, we have our two stars from that show joining us momentarily.
Yeah. So,
And one more upcoming event, we've got auditions for Be More Chill, which is our season opener.
yeah.
Opens up the beginning of September, and auditions are July 11th and 12th. You can check out more details for that on the website.
okay, very cool. Jay, we got everything.
I think so.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Now remember, anytime you go to a live theater show, there's air conditioning. So you really should come and see the show because there's air conditioning and there's live performance. And it's nice just to see other people in the theater. I can tell you this from experience. It's really awesome. So make sure you go check out the show. And now, as if by magic, Garrett Holes, Kelsey Burns, sitting here in the studio with me. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
So
Okay, I'm going to put
good.
this down because we were
Right.
supposed to use mics and now we don't need them. So.
Yep.
All right. I also have notes which I'm not going to use because it looks really weird me reading them off my iPhone. So surprisingly, I think you and I have worked together, but when you were very young.
Yes.
So I feel very old even having her here because now she's like a full-fledged adult.
You called us stars earlier.
And
Oh,
yeah,
That's
and now she's starring in the show. And Garrett here is like Illuminati guy.
Yeah.
Been doing
He
this
is-
for-
you can
He's
confirm
been doing
he's
this
the
for quite a
Illuminati.
while, and very talented singer, actor, everything else. Unfortunately, we've never actually worked together.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is
Surprising.
probably actually all more my fault than his because I just not talented enough to get into the shows that he's in.
my
But he's done stuff for Mono Valley Theater, for Diamond Head Theater. He's been all over the place. So welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, of course. Okay, so really quickly, Garrett, how did you get started in theater?
Okay. So I was actually started off at a gym. I was with a friend of mine there, and he was doing improv classes. And then he told me that I should do improv, and so I did. I went over to Laugh Track Theater with Shannon Wimpenny and studied under her for a while. And then she was the director for Tony and Tina's Wedding in 2011. And 2011, she asked me to be a part of the show. I said, sure.
Okay.
It was, largely environmental-based theater.
Yeah, it's a great show.
Really improv heavy,
Yeah.
so that's fine. I was ready for that. So yeah, I did the show, and from there, I just started doing more and more shows, and kind of gotten bitten by the bug, I suppose. Then I just kept doing it because it was a lot of fun, and the community's great.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so but where did you find that you had a voice to do the singing?
It happened, I guess, over the course of a decade. Because when I started, I didn't do any musicals, and then I
Yeah.
started doing more shows. And then the musicals that I did go out for were, I guess, not singing heavy; they're character heavy. So that was fine by me. And I was doing ensemble, I guess, in Showboat and stuff like that. And then eventually getting into more, I guess, prominent roles, just kind of developing over time and just learning that way.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
Oh, thanks.
All right. Okay, Kelsey, we'll move to you.
Okay.
All right.
All
So I have known you since you were born,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yep.
Which is really scary.
Mhm.
But so you started in theater, sort of. You had no choice. 'Cause
No,
you're
that's
kind of born
true.
into it, right?
That's right. Yeah, my mom worked with Lisa Matsumoto on the Ohia shows, like co-writing. Even before it was Ohia, back when it was Excel.
Mom is Angela Angel, by the way.
Angela Angel. Hi, mom.
She's
Love
watching.
you. Right, I'm
Guaranteed.
gonna be talking about you the whole time. Okay, but yeah, she got me into theater. My dad's a musician, and so I don't know how to do anything else really. Like this is, it just feels like home walking into a theater.
But I mean, before you got here or came back to Hawaii,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You were actually doing touring stuff, right?
yeah. That was I did the Magic School Bus, Lost in the Solar System.
Crazy.
It was awesome. We did 37 or 38 states, and yeah, just like 6 of us packed into a minivan, touring.
How many shows a week usually?
It was We did as many as 3 a day, so it was.
Wow.
I think we did 10 one week, and that was, girl, would not recommend for the faint of heart, but it was worth it.
Was it a play or was it a musical?
Oh, it was a musical, yeah.
So
Yeah.
singing 3 times a day.
Oh yes.
10 times. Wow.
Oh yes, but the kids loved it, so it was worth it. You know, you're just screaming for the kids. and
Sure.
they're losing their
Oh,
minds.
yeah,
Miss
okay.
Frizzle is
Yeah.
out there in a wig, and you know, you're just losing your mind. It's worth it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, and then how did the two of you get involved with this show? I mean, did you just go, I've always wanted to do that show? Was that how that works?
We go
Yeah,
first?
you go first.
Well, Linda Johnson, the director, is my high school teacher from Mid Pacific Institute.
Oh.
Yes, but I have actually been trying to be in a production like this for a long time.
Okay.
Only 2 people. It's so challenging and scary.
Yeah.
and,
Right.
You know,
Yeah, terrifying.
yeah, still scary, but doing things that scare you is good and healthy. Yeah, it's a full body experience. But Linda and some of my high school friends, we came out to support just to see her,
Mhm.
and then she's like, "Oh yeah, you want to do the show?" I'm like, "Oh, okay, sure, yeah." I didn't expect it. I did not expect to be in the show, but yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. And then Garrett, how about you?
I honestly I didn't know. I'm not as well versed in theater or new musicals as much as others might be, but I didn't know anything about the show, and I heard about it. I'm like, it sounds like a show about spiders. It's not a show about spiders.
I'll go with you on that one because I thought that too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
I was like, why did you
no
do a show about
spiders in the
spiders
show.
with 2 people?
Just letting you guys,
Well,
everyone know.
Yeah, I was like, does Garrett just chase her around the whole?
It
Yeah,
sounds
no,
like
we
it,
have
right?
4
Yeah,
members
zero
each.
spiders.
Yep.
No, I didn't know anything about it, and Jenny, the music director.
Yeah.
She's over there, by the way.
Yes.
We're gonna talk about her in a second.
She texted me and she asked me to come out for the show. And I was like, I don't know anything about it. I listened to the music. I'm like, it seems pretty high for my range.
Well,
And she said
You showed
that she's
us.
like, I think you can do it. She believed in me, and that
Nice.
kind of pushed me over the edge to do it. I'd never done a 2-person show, and I'd never done a 2-person musical for that matter.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to challenge myself. This is something different and something interesting, and push me outside of my I guess my familiarity, my
Your comfort zone,
comfort zone,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah, nice.
For like comedies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, this has been a challenging and fun and great process. And
I did-
Yeah.
The part I'm trying to wrap
Yeah.
my head around is like you get to rehearsal and they go, okay, so you 2 talk, and
Yeah.
then you sing,
Mhm.
and then you talk,
That's right.
and then you sing,
That's,
Yeah, a
that's
lot.
and
accurate.
that's the whole show
For 2 hours.
Yeah.
And it's just the 2 of you.
Yeah. And make it interesting.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that you're watching 2 people for 2
Exactly.
hours
Yeah.
sing and talk.
That was hard over Zoom, but when we got to the theater, it got much better.
Yeah, way easier. Way
So
easier.
how long were you rehearsing over Zoom before you were able to
About a month.
A month?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
a
my
month.
Yeah, so we had a month to be off book, and then we got into the space. I think June 7th,
That sounds right.
something like that.
Okay.
And then so we've been in the space for about almost 3 weeks now.
Mhm.
And yeah, so the Zoom process was just basically going at the script in chunks.
Yeah.
Trying to get off book in chunks, and then eventually do the whole thing off book as best you can to get into the space and that kind of thing. So
Wow.
yeah, it's been a process. It's
Yeah.
been a good one.
Yeah.
Linda had a I guess a blueprint of what she wanted the whole rehearsal
Mhm.
process to look like, and she stuck with it, and it's been going well.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so we talked about music, and I want to ask you if the 2 of you wouldn't mind doing a number because
No, we couldn't.
Jenny, your musical director, is actually sitting over there,
Right.
ready to
She
go.
showed-
She's
she
got
showed
her.
Oh, hey, Jenny. I was just talking about
She
you.
just happened to be here.
Yeah.
Very talented young lady. She's actually been musical director for a couple of shows that I've done, so I know how
Yeah.
good she is.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you guys wouldn't mind walking over there and
Sure.
do your thing.
Okay, let's do the thing.
Yep.
Might
It's called
even
Daddy
act.
Long Legs is the show. If you don't mind, can you give everybody your characters and what song you're gonna do?
Right. Okay. Well, I'm played Jerusha, and this is
Jervis.
Jervis. But I'm writing a letter in this song to a man I've never met who is funding my education, who I call Daddy Longlegs. And that's all you need to know.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
That's pretty much the gist of the show, actually.
that's it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the summary. All right. I am in a foreign world. They speak a language of their own. Nobody knows where I can't help but feel alone. I am in a foreign world. I am different, I am strange. I know that I should try to fit in somehow, but I don't think that I can change. And I know you won't believe it, but I just wanna be like other girls, wear fancy shoes like other girls, write a literary masterpiece for scholars to peruse like other girls. Oh, Sally McBride is my best friend. I told her that my folks had died, 'cause I can't tell her where I come from, Daddy. Is that the same as having lied? For I have shut out the remembrance, 'cause I just wanna be like other girls, make lemon pies like other girls, cure disease and write a symphony, and win the Nobel Prize like other girls. I bought an evening dress, oh glory be. You can't imagine how it feels, dressed in gingham all your life, wearing hand-me-downs from girls who didn't like you.
It takes its toll.
Takes its toll. The bitterness of wearing your enemy's clothes eats into your soul. I am in a foreign world. I am different, I am strange. I know that I should try to fit in somehow, but I don't think that I can change. And I know you won't believe it, but I just wanna be like other girls, get all dressed up like other girls, become a scientist, a motorist, a suffragette, a Methodist, a Fabian, a Freudian, the class valedictorian, or what else heaven knows. Like other girls, like other girls, like other girls. High five, please.
Oh, there we go. I didn't see it.
No, that's prioritized, Jen.
Okay, come on back over
Come
here.
back.
All right.
We're gonna talk about what
Yeah, we're talking about what we just talked about,
Okay.
basically. Okay, so we actually have 2 tickets for you to go and see Daddy Longlegs next week, and we had to come up with a trivia question. So we want people to win. So all you need to do is message to us the names of their characters. Which
We said it like 5 seconds.
yeah, exactly.
We did.
They said about 3 minutes ago. So if you didn't catch it from then, because I'm forgetting already, good luck. But you can look it up because it's a book and the play, and they'll just talk about the whole thing. Anyway, so message us, and then that way we'll get you the tickets. Okay. Once again, thank you for coming back to Mono Valley Theater Live. This is the very first show that we are doing live in the studio, because when we started this, it was during the pandemic, so everything was over Zoom. So this is really weird. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie.
I didn't know this was the first one.
Yes, you guys are
live in
special.
person.
I have not interviewed anyone live.
You're doing a great job.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, thank you
Yeah,
very much.
they're
That was
great.
not a bid for
No,
making me feel
no,
good,
I
but
wouldn't welcome everybody. This is
yeah,
good.
I'll
You're
take
great.
anything at this point. So with regards to the harmonies, because dude, those are high.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're high.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you have to sing them in the show
Yes.
a lot.
I might. So it
Yeah.
helps.
I mean,
Mike, shut up. Garrett is amazing in the
yes.
show.
No, I mean that's the thing.
Yeah.
He
No,
sort of
Garrett's
goes without saying,
working, like, everybody in this show is working their butt off.
Mm,
But also,
true.
There's nowhere to hide because it's just
It's
the
2
two of us.
people. Yeah,
So
there's no ensemble to hide behind or hide in, and it's just you up there. So I've been working with Jenny a lot, and then I know that Jaren and and Christine are working their butts off as well.
Also.
Also, there are understages
Yeah.
or swings, and they
Oh.
they actually perform on Saturday matinees.
Yeah.
So if you do know Jaren or Christine, or if you don't know them but want to know them and want to see them, definitely come to see them because they're awesome. They're phenomenal.
It's like watching the show again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. And you can
Brand
see
Two different ways.
completely
Yeah.
different perspectives because the actors and they're a little bit different, but
Mhm.
the structure's the same. But yeah, it's really cool.
Wow. Okay, now we can't actually show anybody the set,
Sure.
but we're gonna tell people a little bit about it just because we're here and it's live and they really can't stop us.
Great.
So Janine is freaking out a little bit, but let's just give people an idea of like while we're looking at the set here because Andrew can't show anything. Right, we're not
Right.
able to do that.
No.
But how would you describe it?
I would say that I would describe it as probably 70% Jerusha's world, 30% Jervis world, and yeah, that's about it.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I'll add a layer onto that. We begin our play in 1908.
That's right.
Okay.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Mhm.
a lot of wood, a lot of brown wood colors, and
Okay.
books and trunks.
Uh-huh.
Can I say books and trunks?
He did it already.
Yeah. I don't know if you had to bleep it out or anything like that. Books and trunks.
These are essential.
Yeah.
So yeah.
They're essential parts. I mean, Andrew did a great job.
This is, I
designing
mean,
it.
Yeah,
I
it's
have to
gorgeous.
say,
Very pretty.
Mono Valley does an amazing job with the sets. I mean,
Yeah.
the last show that they did
Tiny
here.
beautiful things.
Yeah, I mean, Tiny
Oh.
Beautiful was, a working sink and a refrigerator
Yeah.
that works. It was
It's wild.
crazy. And now I really feel like I'm in somebody's house,
Yep.
which is really strange.
What was the show? Was it gosh, what was it? Was it the Full Monty where they drove a full car on stage?
What?
Is that? It was half the car.
Half a car.
Yeah,
Looks
full,
like-
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
so
crazy. Like
They're
do some really
continuing
cool
to
stuff.
up the ante. It's very cool. Andrew's very happy because he's the guy who has to build all the stuff. So
Yeah.
Right.
we
Right.
give him some props.
There he is. There's that awesome thumb.
The first.
No, it's
Andrew's
a
feature.
gorgeous set, and the lighting is great, and the costuming I would assume is
Yep.
not that difficult because it's just two people, but
Yeah, but
Um,
it is flawless.
it's nice. They
Pretty
did a great job.
Nice.
You got a
Come
3-piece
see
suit.
Garrett in a
Yeah, I know.
three-piece
That's. I
suit.
mean, that's the thing.
That's
I
nice.
saw the
Yeah.
video of you guys, and I went,
Yeah.
wow, they gotta dress up.
I so rarely get to wear a 3-piece suit. It's really nice.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna have stage makeup. I'm gonna go put on 2 sets of curlers in a minute, and
Yes.
then we're ready to go.
Well, that's right. Okay, so we are right now. Is it Hell Week this week then?
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. All right.
Yep. We
Yeah,
open
we're-
this Thursday.
Yeah, next Thursday. So
Yeah.
yes, it's Hell Week.
So for those of you who do not know, most of the people watching this are in the theater world, but Hell Week is basically that week before we start doing dress rehearsals and stuff like that. So you're just here.
It's nonstop.
And it's pretty much to make sure that the lights work and the set is set and we know where we're going and we're not bumping into stuff while we're out on stage.
A little
So,
simple with a 2-person show.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's-
Well, I
we
don't know,
leave,
though, because
well,
I-
we don't leave the stage at all.
Oh, okay.
The set doesn't
Yeah.
change really.
It's a marathon.
Yeah.
Marathon.
So it's
2 hours.
So
of-
neither release the stage at all.
No.
Not
Well,
really.
I mean, I think you leave it
At
briefly
one time in the second act.
once, and
I
then
have water. The prop master Shin is back there with a cup of water. She shoves it in my face.
absolutely needed. Yeah.
Come back on.
I've got a drink on stage
Yeah.
that I can have every now and then.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
But yeah, what was it? Oh, yeah,
Yeah, well.
it's whiskey.
Sorry. It's whiskey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of these
It's a prop.
nights, maybe it'll be actual whiskey. I don't know.
Opening night, baby.
Really interesting. That will be interesting.
Be a
Now,
fun show.
one of the other interesting things about being here in the theater is, of course, there's not going to be as many people. So, how has the experience for you been? Like, you have to do this, and you're doing it in front of an empty house, and then when you start, you're going to be like, okay, there's these people over here, and there's these people over here. Does that ever enter into your mind? I know for you, doing shows in front of a whole bunch of kids, like half the time they're crying and yelling and screaming.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
They like to talk
for
back.
both of you, what is that experience like? Because normally when you're there, there's a full house, right?
Mhm.
Hopefully,
So this
Yeah.
would be and that's the thing. Now with a full house, it's half the people.
right.
Yeah.
And I performed to half houses before COVID.
Right.
Paul-
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
Hello.
good. Okay.
Yeah, no,
what's
this is
that?
nothing new. Yeah, no, but I did the Christmas Carol radio show, and they had a this was during
That's
like
right.
the height of COVID back in
Yeah,
December, and it was really a small house. Like I think it was only like 10 people or something crazy like that. Like you can only like be 2 people, and you have to be spaced out like 15 feet apart or something crazy like that. So there was like maybe 20 people in the audience. So that was weird. It was like a dress rehearsal with strangers.
Yeah. You got a great voice for radio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Face.
And
Wow.
See, they've already got the inside stuff happening. It's
No,
just,
yeah,
it's weird.
don't
I
worry
know.
about it.
You
Yeah,
have to-
DM us for secrets you're watching. I know
Spill
you're
everything.
watching. That's right. It's still scary though. Even if like it's Jess, Linda, and Janine
Yeah.
and Sherilyn, our stage manager out there, just like we have to do a great job for Sherilyn. We have to.
Now,
So-
have you guys come up with some sort of shortcut in case one of you ends up going up? Is there like, you know what I'm saying? Because there's only 2 of you, man.
Yeah. Yes, basically, because we've done this show so much,
Yeah.
it's so tight now
Yeah.
that if even something small happens, the other person knows. So it's basically
Oh,
up to
wow.
the other person to like if something, if something happens,
It's up to them.
it's up to
They
him.
gotta
If
fix
I
it.
mess up, nobody can do anything but him.
It's true.
So-
No, it's true. But the good thing about this show is that it's all done via correspondence with each other, except for a few moments where it's not.
Right.
Mhm.
But there are few and far between where it's not. So most of it's done via correspondence. So because I know what her next line should be or what her line should be, I could very possibly say, go just keep reading her letter as if we're her saying it if she goes up on a line or vice versa.
Right.
You didn't do it for me that one
No,
time.
sorry, because I was laughing so hard.
Yeah, no, I saw.
At your expense.
Yeah, I know.
Next time we'll
sweating
be
so
better about
much.
this.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah. But
Right,
also, there's
yeah.
other things like I can't read her
I'm
handwriting
not very helpful.
or whatever. Yeah,
It's very helpful at all.
exactly. But
Oh,
no, there's
no.
very little that can be done as far as like covering things up. But I guess the best you can do is just try and just keep the show going as best you can.
Yeah, and this sounds like me flexing right now.
Right.
But if I could say, I think that we are a couple of smart cookies when it comes to just like making things work.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna forget every line and then I'm gonna knock on all the wood.
That was my plan.
Rehearsal tonight's gonna be very
No,
interesting.
it's thankfully since being off book for a month and then running
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
off book on stage and getting it tight, and then we've been doing like full runs for like the past week or so.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so
Okay.
And it's a different show
we've gotten
every
in a
night.
really good place as far as being able to really tighten things up and make things better. Like,
Yeah.
and we're getting more comfortable, and so it's actually it's engaging.
Yeah.
It's an
Nice.
engaging show.
Yeah.
It really is. I think.
I
I've never seen it.
think so too. I'm biased. Well,
Oh, I've seen other people.
yeah.
Oh, you have.
Well,
I've seen our
understudies.
understudies do it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And they're
Which is-
fantastic.
yeah, which is fun to watch.
Yes. Iron sharpening iron. Huh?
Yeah,
Ooh,
that's right.
I can
Oh, we
steal that
stole-
move.
We do
All
a
right.
lot.
Oh,
We do
yeah,
all
you
sorts.
should see the stuff
We
I
just
stole
gotta
from
go.
Christine. I know, right?
He's gonna put
All
that
right.
one.
Remember that for sure. And they do the same thing with us. So it's actually been a really symbiotic process.
Oh, very cool. Okay. Do we have time for them to do one more song?
No. We were.
I mean,
Do we have them?
Yes, we could.
Good. Okay, I'm just saying.
I mean, we know
it's a
them.
live. It's a live show. Jenny's here.
That's right. Jenny, what you
okay.
think, Jenny?
Jenny, what you think?
Cherry.
Can they do something really quick? What do you think? Woohoo!
Yes.
That's why it's
Yes,
nice to
Josh.
have the musical director
Yes,
in the
come
room
on,
with
come
us.
on, Gary, do it. Do it. Do it.
All right.
Yeah,
Ladies and gentlemen,
My
Bringing this on us, by the
from
way.
Daddy
They're like,
Longlegs. Hey, you guys have rehearsed it so far. It's so
Yeah,
long.
you're
it's
right. We
just
should be
tight
able to do it
already.
at this point,
You're good
right?
to go.
God, yeah. Now I have to actually make sure I remember the
Garrett
lines.
Holes
Yeah.
and Kelsey Barons, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
All right.
I can't read that. The lights are bright in the New York night. There's a bustle on the street, and you feel alive, but you don't know why. You're dizzy from the heat. The traffic moves in rhythm with your own heartbeat. When you woke today, you didn't know what the world is all about. Now you never see the way you saw before. Now there isn't any doubt. The city's full of questions that you must find out. Let me show you my Manhattan. It's mesmerizing, a metropolitan dream. You would thrive in my Manhattan. 1,000 lights for you to see all the things you'll be. Let me show you my Manhattan, Jerusha. And a trolley car and a 2-cent plane, and Julia buys a hat. So we're running late for a play at 8 about a Danish autocrat. A town that never sleeps, can you imagine that? Let me show you my Manhattan. It's captivating. New York Times at your door. You would flourish in Manhattan. There's so much wonder in the air. Nothing can compare. Let me show you my Manhattan, Jerusha.
Mercy, Daddy. Do you mean to tell me that you live in all that confusion? It will take me months to recover from 2 days of it. Oh, and Daddy, isn't Shakespeare just wonderful? Master Jeremy took us to see Hamlet.
If you've never seen it on the stage, you really must. It's perfectly corky.
I never thought that I would ever see Shakespeare in person. I had no idea he really wrote so well.
I've always suspected he went largely on his reputation. You are welcome in Manhattan. It's waiting for you. Rendezvous in Times Square. Take a chance on my Manhattan.
Fifth Avenue.
The Algonquin is the rage. Caruso on the stage. Let a page about Manhattan. The plaza. Rubbing elbows with the Queen while having drinks with Oscar Hammerstein. The Bolesco and the Mets. All sights you will not soon forget. Just hop on the 9th Avenue line. This city could be yours and mine. My Manhattan, your Manhattan, our Manhattan. Spring on us. Like, do one song. We're like, okay, we'll do one song. And then,
They
it's great.
did awesome.
Aw.
So make sure you check out Garrett and Kelsey. They are doing Daddy Longlegs, and actually you're gonna see her there too,
Yeah.
because she's
She's
the
the
musical
boss.
director, so she's
Yeah.
the boss. Make sure you check out Jenny and the gang. Thank you to Andrew. Thank you to Janine, and thank you to all of you for watching. We appreciate it. Please make sure you check them out. Next week Thursday is when they open right here at Manoa Valley Theater. We'll check you out next week for number 65 for Manoa Valley Theater Live. It's Devin. Aloha. Oh, almost forgot. Don't forget the 2 characters' names, and then you can win tickets to the show next week.
you.
Okay?
Give you one.
Shoots. See you guys later. Aloha. That's like key to win.